This is Chantas getting a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Okay, welcome back to another live stream video. Okay, I just want to first ask you to bear with me because my phone is cracked. I don't know what the image looks like over here for you, but it looks a little blurry or whatnot. Listen, I'm not getting a new iPhone. I'm not getting this screen fixed again until I get a new iPhone. Okay, that's there. I hope you're ready to talk about some new music. Today is May 12th. Okay, how has your May month been going? It's still Taurus season, and I have been having a time, especially adjusting in my life to some new changes that's going on that hopefully I'll be able to share with you on my Shamar Miles to Coach page. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the new music. So first, let's get into Summer Walker's Spend It. So I think I was talking to y'all about Summer Walker's Spend It last week. But this week, I have been playing it out over and over again. Spend it on me. I love when you spend it on me. For something I've been Givenchy. All for my love couldn't be bought, but now that's all I want. So I recommend listening to Spend It. You can listen to the original version or you can listen to the Diamonds and Pearls version. I feel like for people who like the more acoustic version or really want to hear Summer Walker sing, you will listen to the Diamonds and Pearls version, which is very beautiful. Okay, let's get into this list because y'all know I make me a list when I listen to all this music. And I want to say that Doja Cat has a daughter. Okay, Doja Cat and SZA have a daughter. This new girl named Sailorr, we know her from I hope you happy. Got you a mini-me. Bet she meets your mom. And never name it after me. Hey, Pookie. Pookie's Requiem. So I had to like really tune into Sailorr's. I don't know if this is an album or her debut mixtape, but I have to be honest. I added, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I added 6 tracks out of, I believe it was 14. Let's see the full album. Yeah, it was 14 tracks on the album. And I only added Girls Girl, Down Bad, Pookie's Requiem, Itadaki Mas, Belly, and Your Mother's Son. Listen, Your Mother's Son gagged me so much because she said, you a bitch? Like, but you have to understand, some people who don't know how to differentiate their relationship between their girlfriend, boyfriend, non-binary, etc., whatever part of the spectrum that you're on, sometimes people can't let go of their relationship with their mother or set boundaries with their mother to understand that you're no longer in a relationship, with her romantically or, mentally, and you have a place for your partner and you have a place for your parent. And I think it was a very unique song. It didn't start off like the energy that it eventually gave. But yeah, so Belly was a really good song. She has like the way that you see her and her image and the first songs that she introduced herself into the industry, you wouldn't think that she would make songs with certain type of production like Girls Girl, Down Bad. But I really like Ikidaki Mas. I really like Girls Girl. Girl is probably like my favorite song off of From Florida's Finest. And can we talk about this cover? Like, what, girl, why is you going from a roach? And then she got the black teeth. So I feel like she has, we may not like that she is I don't want to say copycat, but I don't even want to say duplicate because she's her own person, but her sound is so familiar. She has like if Doja kept going the pop route, she never did Scarlet. You get what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel about it. She makes good music, so I'm not mad that she stays because in some of these songs, she's really singing. Like, I can't even lie. She's talented. So let's go over to Pink Panthress. Okay, so I feel like Pink Panthress, because we're going over the new girls real quick, I feel like Pink Panthress is like for the girls that get it. Like, if you don't get it, you don't get it. But I feel like Pink Panthress really does it for me. Like, when she dropped her first project that included Boys a Liar with Ice Spice, I was kind of in tune a little bit, but I'm like, this isn't like my really music that I get into. You know what I'm saying? But it was because if you know, you know, but if you don't know, because I really don't remember the title of this game. When I was growing up in my neighborhood, I think we had like a break start or one of them after school programs or whatever. And when we got done with our homework and stuff, we can go into the game room, and the game room had a GameCube in it, and it had this one driving game that had like this futuristic like type vibe, music type thing. It was like techno, you know, very like out there for at that time. I think, how old was I? Maybe like 10, 12, somewhere in there. And the music was just so addicting. Like, it would get you going, like, when you're driving, because it's a racing game, so the music was like upbeat, like do, you know. And that reminds me of what Fancy That is to me. And Fancy That just feels like a big party. Like Illegal is my jam. Like, that's been on repeat all morning. Ooh, is this illegal? Hey, ooh. But I had first heard that song on TikTok, because I think she had previewed it maybe a long time ago, and then she finally just put on this project. I feel like I don't really care for noises. I like Stateside. Oh, I wrote notes. I don't know why I'm sitting here looking at the album, and girl. So I talked about Summer Walker Spend It. Okay, let's just finish out Pink Pantheress really quickly. Okay, Illegal, I've been waiting on this song. I heard it on TikTok. I feel like Pink Pantheress is for certain girls with that kind of vibe. The production is 10 out of 10. Girl Like Me, like, is this rave music? You know, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely party music. The production goes crazy. I wanted to say that this album has no skips. But apparently Stars is like my favorite when I first heard it last night. Noises she sampled, what? I think one of these songs she sampled Playboy Max. I feel like no, she sampled What the Fuck Is That? Doom, 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 doom. That's how we step on niggas. And I think Stateside is where I think Sailorr is the one that sampled or mentioned Playboy Max in her album. For what song? It's crazy. We just talked about that and I just went on and past that. All these notes I got. We'll go back over that, over from Florida. But yeah, so I feel like the only bad song on Pink Pantheress' Fancy That was Noises. I didn't really care for Noises. And I don't care for Romeo, even though that was like one of the biggest inspirations for her album or whatnot, like her sampling, all that kind of stuff. If you go and read, I don't know if a lot of people read the bio of the project when an artist drop or whatever, but it gives you a lot of details about how the project was created, the inspiration behind the project, sometimes who's on the project, who helped produce the project, things like that. So yeah, let's talk about Tyler's Bliss. You take me to bliss. Never found a love like this. Never done. Take me out my mind. Oh. So I can't lie. I really love Tyler. I really love her music. And sometimes the comparisons, because they try to make Tyler to be out to be something that she's not. And to be honest, like Beyonce said, when you that bitch, you cause all that conversation, okay? And I just feel like Tyler is really that girl, and they really can't take. So sometimes they have to do all these things or make her out to be a person. Same thing with Doechii. I feel like when you're really talented and you're very secure in who you are and what you do and your talent, then I feel like the general public don't like that. They want to label you as arrogant. They want to label you as a bitch. They want to label you as hard to work with, a difficult person. And you may not be none of those things. You know, you may just take your craft very seriously and want to be the best version of yourself, because us as artists, we watch what we want to be, you know, and who inspires us. And we've seen their attitude and seen, you know, how they put themselves forward and how they carried themselves during their career, you know, and some of them are still going, you know. So it can be perceived that we have the big head or we think we're bigger than what we are. No, we just have standards and we know where we want. We know where we want to go, and we know what we've seen, and we know that we can do the same thing. So I really love Tyler's music, but however, I have to be honest, when I listened to Bliss for the first time, when I heard that second verse, I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They done took Tyler out the doggone track. This is Rihanna. I said, they somehow lowered Tyler's pitch in her voice, And I'm telling you, she sounds, I would play it on Instagram, but I'm not trying to get, cut off. But I'm like, it legitimately sound like Rihanna. I had to like really take a step back and be like, wait a minute. I mean, you can hear the inflections and tell the difference in Tyler's voice, because Tyler has a very lighter and kind of higher pitch than Rihanna, but they literally pitched it down to where you really couldn't even tell, if it was Tyler or Rihanna. So that's all I gotta say about that. It's an amazing song. Tyler doesn't make bad music, so yeah. Okay, let's move to a new artist or someone who's new for me. Okay, let's talk about Russ. Okay, I'm not sure if Russ is a group or just one person. They dropped a song called Crazy. It's a chop. Ain't nothing to talk about. I didn't like it. Rosie, that's from the girl who made the song with Bruno Mars. I put two, don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me at the... Okay, so she dropped a song for the new F1 soundtrack that I believe, is his name Damden Idris? He's a part of that movie. And who else just dropped a song? Doja Cat and Don Toliver dropped a song for this for this soundtrack as well. And it's not memorable. It's okay. It's a ballad. I feel like, it is what it is, It's just a song she put out for the soundtrack. Okay, we're going to get a little more serious. We're talking about Morgan Wallen, the alleged racist. Listen, it's unfortunate. He just dropped that song called Superman. Superman was okay. It's not bad. But just in case, if y'all like country music, just in case it's that song, I would say y'all should listen to that. And I'm not a country music fan at all. So I would say I would implore you to listen to it because it's really good. And it's just a shame that he is an alleged racist. The most talented people be the most effed up. They do. Miley Cyrus, More to Lose. This record is okay. It's pulling on the heartstrings. I'm curious to see where this places in the album film. I like the inflections on when she says, oh, but I wish it wasn't true. Because she's like, my phone literally always chooses to die when I get on live. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I do too much. See, look. It's already beep, 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 beep. It's already glitching, girl. Let me drink my coffee. And put y'all on the charger. Hold on. Take me out my mind. Oh, oh. You take me to bliss. Never found a love like this. Okay. What was I just talking about? I know I was talking about Morgan Wallen. Oh, Miley Cyrus. Okay, so yeah, I was wondering where More to Lose falls on it, because you know how Beyonce had her self-titled album and it was all like music videos along with it. So that's what we're getting from Something Beautiful. So I can't wait. I believe it comes out May 30th. I can't wait to see what this music video places. If it's not already a music video out, I have to check today. I actually have some reactions coming out today and later on this week, along with some TikToks. So I'm very excited for that. Get ready and stay tuned for that. But I would say after all these other releases, like Something Beautiful, End of the World, I'm not impressed with More to Lose. You get what I'm saying? So maybe we have to listen to more of the album, to understand more. Because right now, I'm still on Something Beautiful and End of the World. Those songs were very strong. Music videos were very strong. So I was kind of disappointed with More to Lose. But I do love the message. I love the writing of More to Lose. Okay. So let's go back over from Florida Finest with Sailorr. I said Soft Girl Summer is not memorable. I did not care for it. Sincerity, I like this one. I didn't think I would hear the side from her like this production. I didn't know what to expect, but I like the horns. Horns meaning trumpets or, saxophone instruments are amazing. Sincerity and My Diamonds is basically what she was saying in that song. Number 3 is probably like my number 1 song off the album, Girls Girl. I like this one. It's a very chill vibe. She's in her Doja bag. She's like SZA and Doja in one, and she's singing on the song. The song's fire. When the song says, I like you, girl, girls, girl, girls, girl. I don't know. I really like it. I'm sorry. Let's see. We got Bitches Brew. This is like little like a Doja song. It's good. It's a good skating song. I would love to skate to this song. It's cool. It's fun. She gave a shout out. This was the song. Bitches Brew. She gave the shout out to Playboy Max. It's a cool song. Give Me That Lug Nut is an interlude. Down Bad. Her voice is so soothing, but it's so similar to Doja. This single is fire. I'm Down Bad. It ain't sad. The song is catchy. Pookie's Requiem. I hope you're happy. Well, yes. Okay. Well, yes. I love the song. Done Shaving For You. A chop. Didn't like it, but she is singing on there. Okay. Itadakimasu. I just learned this word because, you know, I watch a lot of anime and stuff. You can check out my anime channel. It'll all be listed below. And she's like, come bless this meow. That's what makes me say, like, girl, are you biting off Doja? Like, what's the tea? So, I think this song is called Message, MSG. I don't know what that was. I didn't like it. Belly. This girl can sing. Like, whoa, I wouldn't mind going to her concert. I wouldn't. Like, am I standing? This sounds like it could be a Neo song or a couple artists that I can hear. Like, what's the girl name? I feel like her name starts with an A. I can't think of, but it's a lot of like soulful artists, like R&B artists that I feel like that could sing Belly, and it was really good. Your Mother's Son, this gagged me, but a song about a mama's boy, the breakdown is sickening. This is such an insecure ass song, but it's like you're realizing that he's forever or they're forever going to choose their mom over you. I can see Billie Eilish feature on this song. Cut Up. She's been talking about these thick thighs all throughout the album. I really don't care for this song. Will You Lie? This was the funniest part of like this song, and the funniest thing on this album that I heard. She said, so many blunts I dropped. Will you ever behave? Because you know, like when you drop the blunt, they say that your person is sleeping around or they cheating on you or whatever the superstition is supposed to be. So it was really cool. And I really don't care for that song either. So like I said, I only like maybe like 6 out of 14 songs, but I really did like the project. They weren't like skips, but I didn't want to listen to them, you know. And then the last song that I listened to was by Equus, Caballus, and the song is called Men I Trust. And I think the song was okay. It was a little boring, but I did like it. This week really wasn't, how do I say, it wasn't really hot, you know, for all the girls. It wasn't hot like that, you know, or, you know, expecting such a big release. But however, Leon Thomas is supposed to be dropping the deluxe to Mutt, right? I know he did the song Mutt, and then he did it with Chris Brown, and now he about to bring something else. And then, you know, he did the other song, I think it was called Rather Be Something with Holly Bailey, and that was a bop. So I'm excited for that. We got Kali Uchis, Sincerely. Child, I could have went to sleep 3 times over. But I'm going to have to listen to it again. But for right now, my review on that is it's a chop. So, Shantastic Gang, I hope that you please go through some of these songs that we listened to and talked about today, because they have been up. And as you can see, I'm not lying. I didn't add what I didn't like. Okay. That's Sailorr. That's Pink Panthress. That's the Equus person. That's the ATL Experience with 2 Chainz. Did I talk about that? ATL Experience with 2 Chainz and Ronald Isley and the Isley Brothers. It's a really good song. If you're not from Atlanta and you want to know some things about Atlanta, not some of the best things about Atlanta, I feel like listen to the ATL Experience with 2 Chainz and the Isley Brothers and Ronald Isley. I feel like you'll hear some of the realest things going on. When I was listening to it, I was like, 2 Chainz is reading Atlanta. But Shantastic Gang, like I said, I hope that you love some of these things. And if you love what I talk about and you love some of these songs that I mentioned, make sure to give this video a like. Make sure to save this video. Make sure to share this video with your mommy, your daddy, your uncle, your auntie. Okay? And make sure, again, to like it, because that lets the algorithm know that you like my content and that you might want to share it with someone else who thinks just like us or with you. We're a community over here, Shantastic Gang. So I hope that you hit that follow button, that subscribe button, tap the notification bell so you can be notified every time that I post a video. And if you've never seen my face before, again, my name is Shamar Miles. And over here we talk about music reviews, dance videos, reactions, etc. Where we talk about all that shit. And if no one has told you all day, all week, all month, all year, I love you. Okay? And I will see you all next week. I hope that you have a wonderful week this week. Okay? Money blessings to you. All right, take care.